Hello and good afternoon, everyone. So I hope that everyone is doing well. As some of you know, okay, my name is Uze and I'm from Penang Green Council. I will be your host for today's live stream session of our virtual green adventure series, Deepavali Green Festivities Deepavali edition. So before I start this session today, I would like to actually conduct a little bit of sound check. So if you can hear me, or if there's any audience there, okay, if they can hear me, please type in Maruku on the comment section. So then I can know, okay, so definitely you guys hear me if you guys manage to type Maruku on the comment section. Okay, and for today's session as well, actually we'll be conducted in English and also Bahasa. Might be slight bit rojak so that we can allow everyone to understand this program better. Yeah, I can see that some participants are already in. Yeah, they managed to type in Maruku. I know Deepavali is near and now is the season time for some our say most favorite snacks, which is the Maruku. Yeah, I haven't had that for a while, and I know for this time around everyone will be able to celebrate with their families and there's going to be a lot of session time where they can spend cooking the barbecue and eating them with their families. So, while we also wait for others to pour in, yeah, we can, for those who are already watching, can share this live session to your friends, your family, your pets. I think that's impossible, but yeah, you can share this session to those you know so that they can all benefit from what we might learn today on our green festivities the green festivities session today. So yeah, because we actually have some guests, which is from uh, Consumer Association Pulau Pinang, Mr. Subara, and two students. But yeah, I will introduce them later on today. Later on after this. So for those who are also new to this session of our green festivities, at the end of this session, usually we'll have a quiz session. So the audience are most welcome to try out the quiz and share with us the answer on the comment section. So when you view the session, we will display the question in front and then you can answer it on the comment section, and those three who is the fastest to answer the question will actually receive gift from Penang Green Council and also Consumer Association Penang, which is in short CAP. So yeah, do stick with us until the end of the session, and I know everyone would like to also learn more and also to join on the things that we are doing today. So before I proceed further, some of those who just come in, don't know what is actually this Green Festivities program is actually all about. So actually, this Green Festivities program is a virtual program that we actually aim to educate the public on green practices that we can actually implement during the celebrations that we have in Malaysia. So before this, we have done the session for Chinese New Year, Hari Raya Aidilfitri, and this session will be conducting for Deepavali. So every year we have all these grand celebration, but can we actually do it in a greener way? And what are some of the practices that we can do? So this is where we can learn more about that. And as everyone know that Deepavali is coming soon, it's going to be celebrated on 4th of November, and it's going to be the one of the most festive celebration. That is filled with lights and colors. I can see everywhere. There's a lot of lightings and there's a lot of decorations. Deepavali, especially known as its beautiful color combination of a celebration. Everyone decorate the house in them say in assortment of colors. As you can see in the back, yeah, I have some unfortunately these are plastic flowers. It has been used by PGC for multiple years. Yeah, it's a decoration that could last a long time, yeah, because it's plastic. So that's besides the point already, sorry. So but the thing, I want to also learn more about the celebration of Deepavali, because I myself, have a lot of Indian friends and a lot of friends that are celebrating Deepavali, but I actually don't really know why Deepavalis are actually celebrated. But I guess today I'm lucky, and I guess those who are joining today are also excited to learn more about the celebration of Deepavali, because we have our wonderful guests from Consumer Association Pulau Pinang and two students from two students, which is one from SJKT Jalan Sungai and one from SK Convent Butterworth, to share their experience and story, and maybe they will teach us some of the things that they know, and maybe we can also share some of the insights that we have at the comment section. So you can see, yeah, there's some comments coming in already, and without further ado, let me welcome our most anticipated guest, from Consumer Association Penang and students from SJKT Yang Sungai and SJKT Kampung Batu. So let us get Mr. Subaro in. Hi, Mr. Subaro and
Hi,
Janisha.
hi, hi, hi.
Janisha.
Happy
Hello.
Deepavali. Happy Deepavali.
Hi, happy Deepavali. And then the last one is Miss Tanisha Kuganesan. Hi, kids, and I'm Mr. Subaro.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, I only introduced your name, so I think I can go for Mr. Subaro first to introduce himself further to let the audience know. So, Mr. Subaro, can you introduce yourself a little bit more for our
Yeah.
audience?
Okay. Welcome to all of you, all the Hindus who celebrate Deepavali, and also our Malaysian friends, brothers, and sisters who are not Hindus. But thank you very much for PGC organizing. Uh, I think this is a spirit, lah. Spirit of the harmony, we are talking about one family. This is a family. So Deepavali is not only for the Hindus, even for other races. Even I have invited few of my close friends to my house for this year, not more than 10. So thank you very much. When Hamad was mentioning, it's a green Deepavali is a double joy for me because for past few years, I'm emphasizing on this green Deepavali. That means no firecrackers, no plastic, no waste of food. I mean, we go on green, natural way. Because I actually came from a rubber estate, a plantation
Mm,
boy, and my mother's parents are from plantations. I know how they celebrated without modern, this culture. When we
Beauty.
were there, until age of 12, there was no electricity supply in our estates. We use kerosene light, candle light, and we really enjoyed. That's a Deepavali that I'm looking for. When it came to Penang,
Yeah,
totally changed. Good.
I
We
understand.
want to celebrate a green Deepavali. Yes, thank you, PGC, for organizing. Keep on doing this. One of the best environmental free celebration.
No problem, no problem. Yeah, thank you for having let us having a glimpse of how Deepavali was celebrated in the past. Maybe I think the two students that we have, Tanusha and Janisha, might not have been able to celebrate Deepavali like you before. So yeah, I think we haven't heard from Tanusha and Janisha. Okay, I'll allow Miss Tanisha to introduce herself a bit first. Hello, hello. Yeah, Miss Tanisha, if you can hear me, Adik Tanisha. Yeah, you can introduce yourself a bit, your name, your age, and where you're located right now. Hmm. Yeah, I think your microphone is already on or not. Oh yeah, you're muted right now. I think it might be a bit stuck. Sorry about that. I think we go for Adik Janisha or yeah, I think we go for Adik Janisha first lah. I think because Adik Tanisha punya microphone tersangkut sikit tadi.
Okay, so hello, my name is Janisha and I'm 12 years old from SK Convent Butterworth.
Hi. Yeah, so I think your friends
Uh,
and your friends, your family are all watching this. And yeah, good to have you as well in. So Adi Tanisha, you ready? Yeah, you may introduce yourself a bit. Hmm.
Hi, I'm
Ah,
Tanisha Kuganesan from SJKT Ramadasan and I'm 10.
all right. So yeah, that's the two students that we have. So as you can see clearly, they are wearing their traditional attire for in the spirit of Deepavali. Yeah. So everyone, I think everyone is excited to celebrate Deepavali, right?
yeah.
So yeah, because it's a major celebration every year where family gathers and everything. But you know what? I myself, I've had my friends and say colleagues say celebrate Deepavali, but this is my fault lah. I never actually asked them why Deepavali is celebrated. So maybe Mr. Subarao, you can enlighten me and our audience on why actually Deepavalis are celebrated.
Yeah. Thank you, Ahmad. As
No
far as
problem.
I know, I'm sometimes, many people think Deepavali, yes, it's an enjoyable festival, but the main is the light over darkness.
Mm.
something we particularly want to talk about.
Ah.
That is lights, lights. So, as you see, the Deepavali has a deep spiritual meaning. Essentially, means the awareness of the inner light. In a way, it is a celebration of awakening and awareness of the inner light, which has the power to outshine the darkness and clear all our obstacles in life.
Mm.
And many of us went through a tough period in a way, another way, adjusted in our this global pandemic. So still, there a lot of people are in the dark.
Yep.
And this festival, I believe that it will bring the lights from the darkness, from the pain, from the wrong words, or whatever people's statement and everything. Throw away
Mm-hmm.
everything. This is the light moment that brings its light, because the name festival comes from a diya, or that means earthen lamps. It's not
Ah.
from the electricity or the fluorescent lamp or the round lamp. It's an earthen lamp. The lamp. You look at the lamp, the lights. That's the darkness goes into come in the light. So it's actually a spiritual victory, the light over the darkness, good over the evil, and knowledge over ignorance. And Diwali or Deepavali, the other people say Diwali, but Indians
Mm.
say Deepavali, Deepavali. Even Ahmad, just now you mentioned Muruku, not Maruku. It's supposed to be
Murku.
MU.
My bad.
Muruku.
My bad. My bad. Yeah, I only know
Yeah,
how to
yeah.
eat it. Somehow. Yeah, my bad. My bad.
Yeah, no, without Muruku, there's no Deepavali lah. You
Yeah.
have a different circle and all kind of a diagram, and it is celebrated throughout the world by Hindus, and not only Hindus, even some Buddhists also they celebrated. Even Sikhs, Jains, they also celebrated in this Deepavali throughout the world. People celebrated the Deepavali, and you have to wear a new dress. There's two things very important, Ahmad. One
Mm-hmm.
is oil bath, and the other one is blessing on the Deepavali day. These two things that each of them, everybody, a member in the family, will definitely will do. And I remember when I was in the estate, I did the oil bath. Oil bath, not necessarily go to the spa lah. This one oil bath from your parents. My mother, you wear a towel and sit, and they will, early morning, not after 8, 9, 10 o'clock. It's be early morning, where the eldest member of the family, or usually the lady like the mother or grandmother, they put 3 drops of sesame oil in a gentle, and on the top of the head, and they slowly massage you. Wow, that
Mm.
was good. And you must do before sunrise. That's also that's why they
The
and they
tradition
mix,
lah.
yeah, and they mix with the herbs powders, or they call siakai. They call siakai. They mix with that, use the wash of the oil. The oil bath is termed holy because it is considered as scared as bathing in the river of Ganges lah. So
Ah.
that is the important. Later we will I'll talk about the blessing from the parent where you get ampao. And
Ah.
so this important. Everyone in the family must have the oil bath early morning of the Deepavali day before you eat your favorite Amar Muruku and other items. Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lot of sweet items
Yes. Yes.
in Deepavali. Wow, you never
Yeah.
can miss all that lah.
I think it's like in Malaysia, it's like a common practice. For each celebration,
Yes,
there's a lot of kueh. There's a lot of
yes,
sweets and desserts, right?
yes,
So
yes,
yeah,
yes.
thank you for sharing about the. I say it's that basically what I understand is that Deepavali is more to, alignment, which is positive, against negative aspect of life. Yeah, I think that's
You're
the
right. You're
general.
right. You're
Yeah,
right.
thank you. But itulah, I just want to ask, say both of our students. I think yeah, Tanisha and Janisha. Before this, what do you know about Deepavali? Or you actually already know what Mr. Subaro told us. Yeah, I think you can start with Janisha.
Yeah, so just like Mr. Sabara said, Diwali is to show light over darkness, victory of good over evil,
Ah,
and there are many stories behind the that associates with Diwali. So, for the people in northern India, they say that the celebration dates back to the myth in the Indian epic Ramayana, where he is also known as Lord Rama of Ayodhya. He was exiled and deprived of his throne for
ah,
14 long years by the demon Ravana. So, like the king of Lanka, Ravana, he also abducted Lord Rama's beloved wife Sita as revenge. So, in the end, King Rama returned to Ayodhya after defeating Ravana and was celebrated by lighting rows of clay lamps. So, these
ah,
stories go on like this, following by the southern Indians and the western. So, there are many
ah.
stories that associates with Diwali.
I understand. So this is like the backstory in terms of, let's say, the Lord Ramayana.
Yeah.
Ah, understand. So yeah, Miss Tanisha, when you, I think Adik Tanisha, when you when you're celebrating Deepavali, are you familiar with this story as well, or you have like a story why Deepavali itself has been celebrated? Yeah, you can share with us as well. I think yeah, yep. Now you're
Just
unmuted.
like
Okay,
Janisha said, yeah,
just like okay. Again, I think
just like
it breaks a
Janisha,
bit. Ah, okay,
just
just
like
like
Janisha.
understand. So just like what Adik Janisha mentioned lah kan. So yeah, I say the Deepavali itself is more towards the triumph of positivity against negativity. I think what Mr. Suwara mentioned through this COVID and the pandemic is actually a very dark time for some. So during this Deepavali, maybe it's a time where we rise up back, against all the
Yeah.
darkness. Yeah,
Right.
so
Right.
it,
Yeah.
it, it makes sense and the timing is also correct. Say they open up the ban so now everyone can start back their push back their life. So yeah, I think now it makes sense with the current condition that we have. So up to the next question. I think actually Mr. Suwara has actually already shared a bit, but I just also want to know, during the celebration of Deepavali, right? What is something that we definitely do every single year without fail? I think this one run I'll ask Adik Tanusha first. So what is actually that you do every single year without fail during Deepavali?
We wake up in the morning before the sunrise, then we take an
Mm-hmm.
oil bath, we put on our traditional clothes and get blessing from our parents. With the whole family, we go to the temple. And eventually, last year we couldn't make it because of this COVID.
Yeah. Yep. I think last year there's not a lot of celebration that can be celebrated, right? So I think this year you can do that. I think Adik Janisha, okay, aside from that kan, maybe also that, but aside from that, what is something that you definitely do every single year without fail for Deepavali?
For me, on Diwali every year, something that I do without fail is eating the delicacies. So, like most Hindus, I really love muruku because I really like the crispiness. So that's something I always do on Diwali. And one more is playing fireworks. So at night with my family members, I will spend time playing fireworks. It's one of the most memorable moments on Diwali, and something really different is my mother, she usually sets up a dance floor at night. So where all my family members we can dance at night. So like relieves our stress and something really fun. And this is something that I will do without fail every year.
Oh,
So
that's great.
yeah.
That's great. Great.
Ah, yeah, something I say it's like very very lifting, if everyone together and then dance around. So true, it goes well with the reason why Deepavali is celebrated itself. It's a triumph against, say, negativity, and everyone have a fun time together as a family. Well, I think there's gonna be a very happening Deepavali at your house area. So yeah, Mr. Subara, what now I wanna hear from you. Okay, so since you say I believe you have done a lot of say other things as well. But what is something that you definitely say do every single Deepavali without fail one?
Yeah, as what our sister had said, Danisha said, that even though the last, because of pandemic, we are not inviting our close friends, family members, in the past.
Mm.
Yes, that is the day where we meet all our siblings, relatives, and see the joyful of children. They go out at night and they play with the fireworks, the matapu they call.
Mm.
That was
Ah.
fantastic. And it's sparkling. And I don't believe in this but this firecrackers lah, because noise, and I very pity about the dogs will run
Mm.
away. They don't
Okay.
come for 3 days, because of the noise. So I only rise with matapu and the sparkling and the fireworks, and the children were very happy, and they like, how much the children like the new dress. Every 6 hours they change another new dress, because they don't wear. Parents are like me. I buy for children one at least 3 or 4 uh, uh, dress, and they'll change every 3 hours, 4 hours, and the shoe and the shirt, and some will wear spectacle, and they'll invite their friend. They'll come, they talk, and my son used to bring all the Chinese and the Malay friends.
Mm, yeah.
They'll come out and talk and talk and talk, and sometimes you wonder what they talk for 4 5 hours. Even though they are classmates, when they come home, and the subject is different. There you see the real happiness, and look at their face, because they're out from the classroom, and there I see the real happiness there. And as
Yes.
a parent, I used to see the joyful and the happiness, and we the elders, we used to talk about sometimes politics, family. And I remember, Hamad, about a few years ago, when I went to one of the friends' house, and that's the day when they matchmaking for their son and the other people. That
Okay.
was a fantastic day, because
Ah.
the both sides attended, and that was a good occasion for them. They see both bride and groom, and oh yeah, okay, they like, and they get married the next year. So it is actually one of the best day, Deepavali, as what sister said, the real history of the Deepavali. But there are also, that's what you say, it's a light from the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
So some family got very good news, uh, but only few lah.
Understand.
There's only few
Yeah.
bad apples, like they drink and make noise and this.
Ah.
But there's one or two, you forget about them. But there are good people, good, and they share their views and the happiness. That's what I want to see. The happiness is there. Yes.
Yes, yes, understand, understand. Because what you mentioned is true as well. I like the fact that Deepavali, when everyone gather, it's not just to celebrate Deepavali, it can also be for other function as well. Even matchmaking, and
Yeah.
Adik Janisha say like dancing is like family function. Adik Tanisha say yeah, it's a routine for them to go to the temple, to mingle around. Although even though I can say that the ban has been lifted this year, but I believe everyone would, I say, would still jaga diri masing-masing, still follow
Yeah.
the strict SOP, because of course I say the dangers of the pandemic is still there. But I believe everyone will try to to engage with their friends and family in a safe way. So still we like reliving those moments. Kind of be, I say, it's gonna be a very great celebration this year, and I believe every single one of you would have say are excited to do so, right?
Yeah. Right.
And I think I'm gonna go for the next question that I would like to know. Okay, this one I wanna ask Adik Janisha first. So actually, what is actually the most memorable moment during the Deepavali that you remember? So memorable moment, maybe if you go to vacation or something like that. So yeah, you can share with me what is actually the most memorable moment that you have.
So for me, the most memorable moment on Deepavali was when I was visited by one of the long lost relatives.
Ah.
So definitely on a special day, it will be really memorable and I'll treasure it. And one more is I usually count like because you like following those days we really count the money. So when we receive money for Deepali, we like to count who gets the highest. So I don't really fancy getting money because money is not everything. But I feel like counting with my cousins at the money who gets highest, it's something really memorable, and I won't forget it. Yeah,
Yeah, I understand. I'm not gonna lie lah. As a kid, I believe the aspect of getting money during celebration is one of the biggest aspect, right? I believe that's true for you, true like Adik Tanisha. So, is your memorable moment is something like that, or it's like a different kind of activity that you did with your family? Yeah, you can share with us, Adik Tanisha.
Yeah, just like Janisha, we meet all of our family members and count the monies together. It's the most memorable moment.
Have getting money as a as a student, as a kid is, I say, first of course the money is good, and then you get to meet up with your old relative. Yeah, it's like two in one. It's a bonus. It's a win-win situation, right?
yeah.
So I believe for adults like Mr. Subarao, you have to give out money. So how do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's correct what Janisha said.
Mm,
When end of the day and the late evening, the people start counting. Hey, I got 10 ringgit, I got 15 ringgit.
yeah.
You must see how they enjoy counting the money on that day.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was really, it's not. I mean, people said, "Oh, you're corrupting." No, lah. It show you love, and
Yes.
it's in a practice. It's angpao practice in Malaysia. But
Yes.
when you
Yes.
go and ask me about memorable day, I was always thinking about my younger age in Intan, where in a
Mm.
rubber plantation, where I used to receive a lot of my Malay friends. Malay. I don't have much Chinese, but less. But I used to have a lot of Malay friends. They used to come and they like whatever you say muruku, and they also have another urunde, we call kallu urunde batu, sometimes they
Uh,
have to take hammer and break it, and you bite.
ah.
Sometimes it's very hard, but best cookies you have. And
Ah.
yeah, and many other thing in the estates, kampong, they make, because and the last time they don't have this blender all, they
Ah,
have
yeah,
all
yeah.
handmade, and they sit together. And Ahmad, that
Made
time,
with love, right?
yeah, the not if there's a quarters, rumah pekerja, not only one family, the neighbors will come help to make the cookies. You can see 6 7 people sit together and make the cookies. But now each family or one family, they don't invite the neighbors to come. But in
Mm.
estates and everything, the neighbors will come. There you see the spirit of the
Togetherness.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah, that time I see. And everyone will talk about, this cookie, that. So that was really an enjoyable day lah. But that is
Yes,
in
yes.
actually in the rural area. But urbanized area now, people individualistic lah. They
Yeah.
don't want to tell what you cook for the neighbor. Masak lah, rice,
Uh,
and in the estates all, when they cook a curry, they pass it to the
mm.
neighbor. Okay, come and take. So you can see the joyful is
Sharing
there.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, joyful there. And even now, even I have 3 children, and yes, I would like to see them happiness lah in their face. So
Ah,
I don't mind. I mean, if they ask, I want 2 shoes or one three dress. Okay, please enjoy. This
yes.
is time they can enjoy. But last year, yes, they worried they couldn't go to any of the friends' house because of COVID. But now, even this year, it was Tanisha have said, we have to follow SOP.
Yes,
SOP,
yes.
and your face mask. Even anybody who comes, we doesn't know how this COVID travels. It
Yes,
can for
yes.
anybody. So whoever we invite to our house, even though the temple, even according to yesterday, there's only 20 people. If you see there a lot of people, please wait outside. And
Mm.
you don't need to make
For
issue, because
yeah, for our
health
own
is important.
safety, right?
Yes, you are right.
True, true.
Kita jaga kita. Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah, I think from what you said, right, Mr. Ra, I agree because maybe the mentality, I say, has slowly shifted. I think because nowadays people are more private and more, I say, more enclosed to their own environment, especially during COVID, right? So yeah, we
Yeah,
can't go out, we can't communicate with others. People are starting to, I say, become a bit more, I say, secluded from one another. So now I hope in the spirit of Deepavali, yeah, even though we say we still have to adhere to SOP, but I hope that the spirit of, I say, celebrating it with your friends, your family, sharing the joy, sharing the love will still remain there. And I believe, for us, maybe as an adult, yeah, we can still manage to, I say, communicate via online. But for students, right, for them meeting up with friends face to face is not the same as, virtual meetup. I believe Adik
yeah, right.
Tanusha and Adik Janisha, would are gonna be super excited to celebrate Deepavali with their friends since they'll be able to meet up face to face, right? Kan? If so,
Yes.
yes, Anggo. Yeah, I thought so. So now, since we have talked about Deepavali, but since we are trying to have a green Deepavali, right? Before I go to Mr. Subaro, I want to check with Adik Janisha, Adik Tanusha. So what do you guys know about how to celebrate Deepavalis in a greener way? So in your opinion lah, how would you advise, me, myself, and everyone who's watching on how to celebrate Deepavali in a greener way? So maybe we can start with Adik Janisha first. So maybe you have like one tip lah.
Yeah. So in my opinion, like nowadays we always play fireworks at night. So yeah, it's very fun. But now since it's like pollutes the air, so we should try using green fireworks.
Hmm?
So these green fireworks, they are environmentally friendly and also they cause less air pollution.
Ah,
So, a research made, like a scientist told Forbes that when the fireworks, normal fireworks go off, the metal salts and the explosives undergo a chemical reaction that releases smokes and harmful gases into the
mm.
air. So this green firework, it's environmentally friendly and also uh, it devoids of harmful chemicals and cause fewer emissions of harmful gases. And it's also developed by the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. So it's really helpful and it's a better approach because it's eco-friendly and it doesn't harm any of us.
Yeah, okay. So maybe a lot of us haven't heard because I also heard of it before, just that I never say actually saw people using the green fireworks. So maybe you can start the trend, because nowadays there's a social media, you can start the trend of, okay, not necessarily green fireworks are any different. It's better for our environment and it still gives us joy, right? So yeah, I think maybe you can start the trend. You can you can play with your friends with the firework. So now I'm gonna go for Adik Tanisha. So what are some other advice that you can give, for our audience or even for myself on how to celebrate
Uh,
Green Deepavali?
I'll, I'll give an advice that don't use paper plate and paper cups.
Huh?
Use banana leaves like that, and use eco-friendly decorations when Deepavali. And like
Yes, yes.
Janisha said,
True, I understand. So yes, because I think it has been a traditional way of, I say, celebrating Deepavali by using, banana leaf. Even some shops now are selling food in banana leaf. So if we can get one instead of just buying like a paper plate or worse, a polystyrene plate, yeah, we can use banana leaf or any other leaves actually that could, I say, could put in a flat surface, then we can eat with our close families and friends. That is actually a very good idea. It may sound like a very small thing, but it's actually something that is green and also good for, I say, good for your own family to bond together since everyone is, I say, eating around together, right? Very great advice. I think not just for Deepavali, I think in I say in our ni later when I go back to dinner with my family pun I can try and do that lah. Eat with banana leaf to have a closer bond with my family. And yeah, last but not least, I believe Mr. Subaro would have a lot of, I say, green advices on how to celebrate a greener Deepavali. So
yeah,
yes, you can add on from what the students have mentioned.
yeah. I'm going to show you 5, 6, 10 minutes of PowerPoint presentation. Just hold
Okay,
on.
understand.
Uh,
Ah,
hold on. Share screen.
you can share screen.
Yeah, it's coming in.
All right.
Yeah. 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 Mm.
Yeah, because I believe that Mr. Subaro has been advocating a green
Yeah.
Deepavali and celebration for a very long time. So I believe he would like to also share on how to say what are the other things that we can do for Deepavali to make it at least a little bit greener. So now I believe we can all learn more on how to celebrate Deepavali. But actually, it's not just Deepavali, right? It's for other celebration as well. So we can use the
Yeah.
practices that we learn. Macam Adik Tanisha mentioned, having the
Yeah.
say banana leaves, and Adik say Janisha mentioned green fireworks. Those can be used for other celebration as well. Okay, so you're ready with your
Do you all,
presentation?
Aman, have you seen my slide?
Yeah, I can see your slide.
Yeah, I just go through. Huh?
All right, please
Okay,
do.
let's celebrate Green Deepavali. Yes, traditional Indian festival celebrated by Hindus and Jain Sikhs and all around the world. Okay, and Deepavali, as we Deepa means lights, Avali means a row of clay lamps that Indians light. Lightning lamps not only to remove the darkness from our home, but in our hearts as well. That is what I want to say. A lot of people think
Mm,
light up, but what is in your heart? You also must throw away all the darkness, the cruel things, the hate things, everything you must throw away. So you must love, show your love to the people. That is important. Not only you light up 20 lights in your house and and show Deepavali, Deepavali, lights, lights. No, it, whether have you removed the darkness in your from heart. And Diwali
true.
symbolizes spiritual victory of light over darkness, good over evil, and knowledge of over ignorance. And blessing. The early morning, you have to get the blessing from the elders. I chose that you are bowing down to the experience and wisdom of the other person. It allows you to drop your ego and become more humble in this act. So don't forget to obtain this special blessing from parents and elderly people as it bestows you with wisdom on the path of life. There's nothing wrong that you get blessing. But one thing, after you get blessing, definitely you get a lot of angpao. That's 100%. Uh, yes. And this is what I told you about the Deepavali oil bath. Yes, sit and the elders will throw. And these are the plenty of the food. And Ahmad, your favorite is the muruku here, and and the vade and the thosai. Oh wow! And people now without chicken and mutton, no way lah. Italy and thosai, and that is, and it's all. And I always, even I practice now, even after prayer by 10, 11, 12 o'clock, take some of your food, go to the orphanage home and share your kindness to the people, the old people. That's must do. When a lot of old folks home, share with them, give them not necessary rice or muruku or laddu or Italy, whatever you can. Even
Understand.
the orphanages also there are without parents. Show them. But when you visit, please you go with simple. Don't wear gold and everything. Just simple and be one of them. Treat them as your own brothers and sisters. And big important, yes, no styrofoam, no plastic, no plastic cup. Please use recycle items. Very, very important. That's a green Deepavali.
Mm,
Like stainless steel you use. Biodegradable. Yes, banana leaf. Biodegradable paper plates. Glass or ceramic. So we are talking about green Deepavali, and this is green Deepavali. And less or no meat. Yes, it's up to you. No, but don't think that I'm eating only once in a year the chicken mutton. No lah, most of the Malaysian eating everyday chicken, everyday mutton. So try to have a good cooked food at home. You know, uh, and you can focus on vegetarian meal. Yeah, that is good. It and the vegetarian meals really it's a green. A lot of greens are there, but not on the non-vegetarian. Vegetarian, yes. All green food means only vegetarian, and you can use you want to make drinks, yes, without coloring. You can make a lot of drinks without use. Yes, these are the things.
Mm.
Roselle, you
Oh,
can hibiscus, even butterfly pea. Yeah, this is you can find
yes, yes,
everywhere now. No need
yes.
to
True,
go
true.
and buy bottle drinks and you have to throw the bottle.
Yeah.
These are the green. You celebrating green festival. Make yourself make some time. Make the drink where your visitor will appreciate you. Wow, I drank a butterfly pea drink, in Danisha's house. Oh, they're very happy. Yes, and what Danisha I said, no firecrackers, no, and try to have eco-friendly, non-pollution, and you have, and these are the things lah. They're not famous where you can hold by hand. Be careful. These fireworks, okay, yeah, and this is what many of the favorites lah. And
Yeah,
please
yeah.
have the adult supervision is very
Yep.
important. Yes, very important. That what I say in the early the lamps, that yes, very important. But there are a lot of electrical decorative lamps, but poor quality, faulty, or electrical shock, and many other things. They can heat very fast.
Yep,
So
yep.
make sure before you buy, check, whether there are a lot of bulbs. See, some are without bulbs. So make sure that you buy from the shop. Make sure you test it from the shop before you bring it home, because anything can happen. This is an advice from the bomba, and these are the
Mm-hmm.
traditional lights. You can get anywhere. This no is not harmful. It's not a danger. You can have this kind of lights. That is what actually. So decorate your home with flowers. You want a green Deepavali, and these are the things. You don't need to
Pretty
buy
as well.
plastic mango leaf. You can lot of mango trees around everywhere. Get the leaves and decorate, and put even you can decorate in your table with a flower pot that outside your house. And just one day, and you can decorate even in this way. You can enjoy. It's really a green Diwali. And look
Yes,
at this.
yes.
We can see a small video. Hold
Mm.
on, even.
It's a
Please, it's only a 2 minute. Hold on.
Yeah, it's actually there's a lot of, I say, green things that can be done, right? From your sharing.
Yeah, and I want everyone to see this video and see.
I think there's a technical error.
Yeah, that's better. Yes,
I think you might need to make it full screen. Is that full screen?
full screen. Depend how to
Ah,
make full screen. Yeah,
okay, slightly bigger.
yeah. This is how the food wastage in many of this restaurant. Stop and cut. Yep.
All right. Thank you for the video
Yeah,
sharing.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is what we are actually campaigning, sharing and caring. And we
Yes.
hope that
Yes.
during this festival of lights, each one of you will share your whatever you have. Don't throw away.
Yep.
Care for the society, and that's real Deepavali.
True, true.
Yeah,
100% agree with what Mr. Subaru
yeah,
said. You know, why
yeah,
waste when you can help others? I believe Adik Tanisha, Adik Janisha would also agree with that.
Yeah.
And I believe you guys have contributed so much information for me today and for those everyone who watched. I believe everyone is, I say, happy to have you guys to share about the Deepavali green practices. Although, even though this is where we part ways, we also have like a sharing session, from PGC side itself, where on how to make, say, a lamb from the fruit peel. So I believe I owe you guys a thank for Adik Tanusha, Adik Janisha, and especially Mr. Subaro for
yeah,
the input sharing. So
yeah. Thank
thank you
you.
so much for your, say, for your insights, and thank you for sharing with me about, say, what you used to do, and what are the things that, let's say, the normal practices, and also how to make it greener. So I believe every single one of us might be able to do at least one of it, even just a little bit. It will make a lot of changes to
Uh,
Mother Earth. Thank you so much. So yeah, I believe this is where we part ways. I'll put you guys back on the backstage, and then I'll invite my colleague Miss Kimberly to come on stage. Okay, so bye bye, Mr. Subarao.
hey, thank you,
Uh,
Ahmed. Thanks for the
no
wonderful
problem.
session today. Yeah,
No problem. Thank you
yeah.
so much for your assistance as well. So I'll put you back on backstage, and thank you so much, Adi Janisha, as well.
Thank you.
Happy
Diwali
to have you
Vasakan to
today.
everyone.
Yes, thank you so much. And yeah, I'll put you backstage. Bye. And Adik Tanisha, thank you so much for, I say, for giving us your insights today. Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
hope you have a great, no problem. Hope you have a great Deepavali celebration this upcoming week. So I'll put you backstage now. And now I will invite my colleague Miss Kimberly to share with you guys on how to celebrate, to one of the ways to make your Deepavali a little bit greener by making a DIY lamp from fruit peels. So I'm gonna add her on stream now. Say hi to Miss Kimberly. One, two, three.
Hello. Hi guys, everyone. Okay, hi. Yes, it's Teacher Kim's session again. Yes, as you can see in the crawler below. Yeah, today I'm gonna share with you on how you can actually make your own DIY lamp. So yes, and as we all know, Deepavali is just around the corner, and I can see everyone is so excited where you're already, like, even our guest just now is already wearing their own traditional clothing. So we are definitely looking forward towards that. Yes, knowing that Deepavali celebration, as what mentioned by Mr. Subaro, saying that it's actually the festival of light. Okay, so yes, definitely our house will be full of light. So today we're gonna make something fun in related to that special of Deepavali. We're gonna make your own lamp today by using fruit skin. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna share. Of course, you are welcome to explore your different way as well, and you can share your tips in the comment as well. Okay, so as you can see, let me just share my slide so that you can see how it works. So we have tried out different ways. So I'm definitely excited to share with you my experiment, if you can see. So yeah, let me see. Yeah, I'm sure now you can see my slides. Okay, so yes. Okay, so basically, oops, let me just go back one more slide. Yes, as you can see, there are two orange peels there. So on the right hand side is actually the one DIY lamp that I made with melted candle. On your left hand side, on the left hand side is actually the lamp that I put oil and I burn it. So there are two ways lah. So both way works as well. Now I'm going to show you the steps on how you can actually make your own candle with this orange skin, fruit skin, okay, with melted candle, the one on the right hand side, okay. So before I start, I would like to strongly encourage all of you to actually ask for your parents' assistance throughout the whole process so that it's conducted in a safe way, okay. So there's no injury. So first of all, of course, the most important one is to prepare your tools. So firstly, of course, these are the tools that you will need. First, you will need to, a pot where you can actually melt the candle. And second, you will need a metal bowl where you can put your candle and let it melt. Third, you will need candle, definitely, to melt it, okay? So any color of candle that you like, and yeah, that probably went well with orange peel that you think the color match. Yes. And a string, not to forget to burn. And of course, an orange. You need orange, right? So yeah, that's where we move to the next step. Once we have all the tools with us, next is we have to cut the orange into half. Okay. After we cut, remember to remove the flesh from the skin so that you can have a nice orange fruit skin in a round shape. Okay, where it actually keeps candle, the melted candle. So just cut open and then use spoon to actually remove the flesh and enjoy the flesh, okay? Don't throw it away. And that's where we repurpose the fruit skin, okay? So, of course, I leave it under the sun to dry for a while. You don't need the whole skin to be completely dry, just a little bit dry, then will be it's good enough. As you can see, I have two red color fruit skin there as well. I'm actually trying out with dragon fruit skin. So yes, not only orange. I think as long as the fruit skin that's hard enough, you can also try it out to experiment your own DIY lamp, okay, organic lamp, I would say. So as long as it's hard enough to hold it, okay. And then next, once you put it dry, and then you can actually bring back in, and then you put a string in the middle of the fruit skin. So yeah, so that's the part where you can start melting your candle. So this is how I actually melt the candle. So I just put the candle inside under this hot boiling water. So yeah, I just stir it, and then that's where I get the melted candle. So yeah, that one is actually a boiling water, so it's quite hot. So make sure you be careful while you do these steps, yeah. So yes, so I stir it, make sure that it's completely melted in a liquid form. Yes, so that later we can pour it. Okay. Yeah. Next, of course, the sixth step, once the candle is melted, so all you can do is actually pour the melted candle into the fruit skin. So you can pour it inside the orange fruit skin, and I pour it inside the dragon fruit skin. So yeah, after you pour it, just let it set. Oh, one thing, another thing to remind is that make sure that you put your string in the middle of it while it's setting lah. If not, at the end you will burn the side of the skin of the fruit skin, so it become not nice lah. Besides, it become dark color. So make sure you put in the middle as it's set lah. So you can just leave it under the room temperature to make it harden. So it takes around half an hour. Then your DIY lamp is ready to go. So ta-da! This is experiment. So you must be wondering why the dragon fruit skin is gone. Apparently that one is a fail because it's too soft. So you can try it out with other fruit skin that's harder. So ta-da! That's how it works. Yes, and we have the candle one and the oil one. So yes, perhaps I can show you a real life example. So let me just stop sharing here. Yes, okay. Let me just wait. My fire gone now. Wait, give me a while. Okay, I'm gonna light up. So this is my orange fruit skin. Yes, and you can see initially I put the string near to the orange fruit skin, so that's why it burns. So now I make it in the center so it won't burn. And yeah, so I'm gonna light up and let you see how it works. Ta-da! Happy Deepavali, everyone. Yes. Over to you, Uze.
All right, thank you for the sharing session. And tada, as you can see, a DIY lamp using fruit peel. Not just you can enjoy a health benefit of an orange, but you can also make it a DIY lamp that smells like orange, so your house will also smell nice. Thank you so much for the sharing session, Kim. And I believe everyone here have learned a lot today. From the sharing of our two students, Mr. Subara and Kim. So I'll push you back stage, Kim, to go on to our next session. So now, as you can see, we have shared with you a lot of insights and a lot of things. We have learned a lot of things today. We are going to move to our quiz phase. So we are going to display the question in front here in a video format, so you can answer the question in the comment section. So later my colleague Miss Kimberly will put the question on screen, and then you can answer this question on the screen, and the first three to answer all questions correctly will be given gifts from Penang Green Council and Consumer Association Penang from CAP. So are you guys ready? So sorry, I forgot to mention, we will announce the winner of the quiz by the end of this session. So later we can connect with the winners through Facebook Messenger. So hopefully you you do not privatize your account if you are the winner, so that we can actually message you on collection method of the gift. So without further ado, we will start the quiz in Okay. I think we can play another round. I think because some of them might not be able to answer all questions. Kimberly, can you help me play in another round? All right, so that's it for our quiz session. Unfortunately, we only have one participant who answered all questions correctly. So never mind. After I can announce those who managed to answer correctly. After that, I'm going to say announce the winner maybe after this. Let me see again. Okay. So we have the first person who managed to answer correctly. Yes, it's Thomas Vargis. So managed to answer all questions correctly. And then you can see, wait, oh, unfortunately, yeah, that's the only person who managed to answer all questions correctly. But it's okay. So we have like a confirmed winner here, but the others will try and see back on who's managed to answer the fastest and with the most correct answer. But unfortunately, we won't be able to announce it now. But for those who participate in the quiz, if you manage to get the correct answer, okay, I think Miss Kimberly, you can show them the correct answer from the video. All right, so those are the answers. I know almost everyone got it almost correctly, but we only have one winner who managed to answer all questions correctly. But never mind. Later after this, we'll check again the answers, see who answered the fastest with the most correct, with the most amount of correct answer, and then we will contact you through Facebook Messenger. So thank you everyone for participating for today's session. I hope everyone enjoyed the session, the sharing session by our guest, Mr. Subarao, and our two students, Adik Tanusha and Adik Janisha, and also my colleague Miss Kimberly. So I hope everyone, learn something, and maybe we can also help to instill some green practices to our surroundings. Develop some sense of, I say, a sustainable celebration. So thank you so much, everyone. I hope you have a very nice day. For those who want to learn more about Penang Green Council and maybe green practices, and also to learn more about Consumer Association Pulau Pinang. Later, you can follow us on social media. We will let's say display the QR code after this. But before that, I want to wish everyone a happy Deepavali and a very nice holiday. So I hope everyone enjoyed today's session. Thank you so much. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye bye. And yeah, feel free to scan the codes after this. Thank you. Bye bye.